Okay, okay, okay. So we'll start today's session then.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
go ahead. Okay. Okay. So in today's session, we'll see these many commands. First one is the date command, its usage and the test cases, use cases basically.
I
Then we'll
can
see
able to
the
see I can able to see your screen. I mean, I can able to see your video, not screen. The screen is very less.
screen is not visible.
Yes,
1 second, let me reshare my screen.
there is a your
Screen.
there is your screen, but I can able to see large about your video. If you want, I can make snipping.
You are saying the Zoom. Okay, okay. The contents are in different fonts. That's what you are saying.
I will put it chat 1 second.
Yeah. Shall I reshare my screen? Hello, Shiva. Hello. Mm. Hello, Shiva. Hello. Hello.
Yes. Which tutorial?
Yeah, is it fine? I reshared the video. Can you see? I just reshared my screen. Can you see it correctly, or is it still in large font?
Uh, it is very small font. That is what my issue. 1 second.
You are connected with your cell phone or
No, I connected through
laptop?
my laptop only.
Laptop. Okay. Okay. Let me see some more options. If I can zoom it. I just have increased the font. Can you see?
Uh, so first of all, there is two videos, right? No, okay, okay. There is setting in my laptop. So now it fixed. Okay.
Acha. Okay, okay. Let me zoom. If it is not visible, na, then let me just zoom it. Second.
No, no. There are two slides opening on at a screen. So I just closed the previous one. Now it is fine.
Now it is fine. Okay, 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 okay. No, 1 second, Shiva. Let me 1 second. Hmm. So Shiva, in today's session, we will see these many commands. First one is the date command. So what is the syntax, its usage, and the use cases. Then secondly, we'll see this base name command and its usage and what are the test cases and use cases. We'll see all those in this base name command. Then we'll see the calendar command. Same thing, syntax, usage, and use cases. Then we'll see the permissions of the files and the directories, how to add the permissions, how to remove the permissions. So all those things we'll see in today's session.
Okay.
Okay. So first one is a date command. So date command is basically when we use this every see as I've mentioned in my previous session also. So whenever you write any command, na, it should be in lowercase. So date, if you see here, all are in lowercase. And these are some of the options. I'll tell you what are those options and why we use these options and where to use these options. Okay. So let me open Chrome. Shiva, have you created the account on this Koklak?
No, I have not yet created any account.
Okay, okay.
So mostly I have time to do anything on Saturday and Sunday. So
Ah, yeah,
during
yeah.
work.
You told, yeah, some documentation work was there. You told
Uh,
this. Yes.
yes, yes.
Okay, no, we should just practice it on weekend, like Saturday and Sunday, right? Just
Yes.
try those commands, whatever I've sent in the day one and day two today. So date command, whenever you write date and press enter, you'll see today's date. First one would be your week of the day, means from Monday to Sunday. You'll see that this is the default setting. Okay, we can change it. I'll tell you how to do it, how to do that. Then you'll see the month. Then after that, today's date, and after this is the time. Okay, and it's in UTC time zone. And after that, uh, today,
Today.
like whatever is the year is going on, current year basically.
Okay.
Okay, so we can change this setting as per our business requirement. I'll tell you how to do that. You need to write plus, then M, percentage. So for date now, so whatever changes you need to write. First of all, you need to write the plus, then percentage. Then after that, you need to write the options. M will give you 02. 02 means February. Suppose if I want year to be displayed, so it's in. If you see here, it's only last two digits are coming. Okay, 12. 12 is your today's date. 12/02/22. So if I put all this together, like M D Y, you need to put percentage in between. Plus symbol is only required only once. Then after that,
Then
you
after
need to
that, you
give
need to give.
whatever options you want. Okay. Now press enter. See the date today 02/12, because I have used month first. Then February is your for February it is 02/12 date and 22. You can give any delimiters also in between, like hyphen. So this will be your date. You can use slash also instead of this. Even any special characters also you can use. Like if I use at the rate, so you'll get date like this. Okay.
Okay.
Now date. Suppose I want this value in the character form. It's in numeric, right? If I want it in character form, then what you need to do is you need to write the syntax would be same plus something has happened in the call. I'm not sure what. Okay, let's take today's session in this terminal. Actually, this terminal is installed in my iPad, so I'm using this one. Can you see this terminal?
Yeah, I can able to see.
Okay, great, great. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so this is the date command. Okay, this is the time. It's in UTC. Okay, let's see some of the options. Oh, this guys. So this one we have seen. Oh, oh, I missed this percentage. Second. 02. Let me clear it so that it would be visible. Okay, so this 02 is coming, right? I want in character format. So for character, we have B option, percentage. So now if you see here, it's coming February. And when you use this small b, this will be the short form of the month. Okay.
Okay. So is there any definition that we have for if we give B?
Basically for this is all depends on the requirements which you're getting from the client. Sometimes what happens is I'll tell you some of the scenarios. So for this informatica I need to change the file name and append the timestamp with the file name. For example, sometimes I get file like this session name. Then after that I need to append the timestamp, and this timestamp should be generated on the fly. I should not I should not hard code this. This should be on the fly. Means it should be dynamic. The timestamp should be dynamic. So whenever you get this kind of requirement, you can use these commands, Unix command. So what you can do is, like I'll tell you some use cases, but before that I'll tell you all the options first. Then we'll go on the test cases, so that it will be very easy for you to understand where to use this date command and all. And we use this date command when we need to generate the reports. So in the reports, so sometimes in the subject line we need to put like today's date and the report name. So in those kind of scenarios also we use this option.
Okay.
Okay. First we'll see all the options, then I'll tell you the use cases of this. Okay. So first one is the February month, which I have told. Okay, now I'll see the date part. Date
I
is
can't
12.
able to see your screen.
You can see or no?
I'm not able to see.
Second, yeah. I'm not sure what is happening today. Let me reshare it. Share the content screen. Start broadcast.
Yes, now I can able to.
Now you can able to, okay. I'm just trying whether if this works now, then it's well and good. So that I can take the history out of it and send it to you, all the commands. This is fine. I'll tell you this. Okay, so I've seen this option plus percentage, then M. You get this. If I give B in small case, then you'll get the short form of the month. And if I give B, you'll get this. Now for the year part, when I use small lowercase y, you'll get 22. But what if the requirement is to get the entire 4-digit number like 2022, 2022? So for that, use caps y. Okay. Now the other options would be H. So this will give the time. Whatever is the time, it will give you that time. Means these the first one is the hour basically, and this is the minute, and S, sorry, caps S stands for the second. So if I press this, this will change every time. See, this is changing because this is second part. Hours, minute, and second. So if I put everything together, suppose I want my report to have this kind of date, Fab 2022. I want year to become first, then today's date with hyphen 12. Okay. And I want the timestamp as well in hours, whatever the time is happening. I want time, minutes, and second. So I want, my requirement is to get this time. Okay. So for this, what I'll do is date percentage. I want the month in the short form. So I'll use B option. Then after that, I need space. Then after that, the year part I want. Then I'll put percentage Y, then hyphen date percentage T. Then sorry, this is the month, not date. Percentage D. Then after that, I want the timestamp, and the format is like H percentage M, then percentage S. So this is the same output as per the requirement. Now my requirement is to get the, yeah, Shiva, you were saying something?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, maybe some background noise. So okay, my requirement is to get only the date part and the time part. I don't want in my report that February should pop up. So for that, what I'll do is in the existing command, this one, what I'll do is I'll remove this B part. Okay. Even you can change the order also. If I want date should come first, then I'll put D, month, then year. If I want to put at the end, I can change it like this. Okay, so this is how you can change. And if I want only the date part, then you can remove this time part. You'll get only date. And if I want only to see the time, then in that case you can remove this date part. Okay. So most of the time, whenever there's you will find these kind of requirements whenever you want to append the date, the time or the date part in the file. In my project, I get these kind of requirements where I need to append the time as well as date, because the file name sometimes could be same. Because what happens in my project is, from my source I'm getting the multiple files with the same name. But so to just to differentiate those files, what we need to do is we need to append the date and the timestamp, so that whenever I receive the next file, it will be the name wise, it will be different. The file would name would be unique. And because most of the times I need to store in the archive folder, so whenever I move one file from the landing zone where I'm getting the file to the archive directory, so the file name should be different, otherwise it will override the previous ones. So use cases, most of the time you will get these kind of use cases: date plus date and time dot txt. So suppose if I want to write a command where I need to put my file name and timestamp, and I need to append the timestamp into that. So for that we can use this thing. I'll give you an example how to do that. Mostly we need to put underscore in between, and for this time now we want without hyphen, some kind of this. Yeah, so let me clear the screen. Okay, now I want to append this to one of my files. So how would I do that? I'll take one variable. These variables and all I'll tell you in some other sessions later on. Variable, just to understand this thing, the use cases. For that purpose only, I am just showing one example using the variable. Okay. Date underscore time. I'm just taking any one variable. You can use any name. Okay, I have written date time. So I'm storing the value of this thing, like this value will be stored in this variable. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll put, let's take one example, day 2 Unix dollar date underscore time dot txt. I need to differentiate this, so I'll put it in curly braces. Now when I press enter, you'll get this kind of output. First is the file name, then after that the date part and the time part, then .txt. Again when I press enter, see, this is the same thing. Why I'm getting the same date every time? Because variable has stored this value. Now when I again enter this and again run this, you'll get the different timestamp. See 042305 042. This is the seconds part, so this is changing every time. I put again this and enter this. See, the file name is again changed. Is this clear, Shiva? Any doubts in this?
Clear.
It's clear, right, Shiva?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So this is one
This
of
is
the
one
use
of the
case
use case.
where you can, where you'll sometimes you'll get this kind of requirements where you need to append the date and the time part. Sometimes we need to send the reports, automated reports. So for that, you need to write the shell script. But just for sake of the examples, I'll tell you how to put or like it in a as a subject in a mail, how to use this part.
Okay.
So this the functionality is same. I'm taking another variable. I'll put mail date time. This is another variable I'm using. So whenever you need to send any automated report, so for the subject line, sometimes we need to write like this: report for today, then the date part will come and the time part will come. So for sending an email, we need to there are different commands like mut command, mailx command, mail command. Those commands I'll tell you later on. But just for understanding the use cases for the date, I've given you these kind of examples. And not only this, it is not limited till here. Sometimes I use date command in my transformations also. And whenever I need to develop, I need to get the session start time, start date, start end time. So in those kind of scenarios, also I use these kind of commands in Informatica.
Okay.
Okay, so this is all for date command. There are many other options also if you want to see. You can use these kind of. There are many options. So, but those options which I have shown are the most used options in Unix shell scripting.
Yes. I
So
remember.
whenever there's a requirement, okay. So whenever there's a requirement, you want the hours, the format in this 24-hour format. So you can use caps R, capital R. So though there are other things also. These options you can see and you can put as per your client's requirement. But the usage would be the same.
The
The
same.
way
The
I have
way I
told,
have.
like you need to put plus sign after the command, then percentage, then the options. So whenever you want to write another option, you need to use this percentage option. And this all should be intact in double quotes. Okay. So let's move to the another command, which is base name command. Controls. Let me clear the screen first. Hmm. So what is the usage, what is the syntax, and why we use this base name command? Before going into all those things, In my previous session, I've told this command pwd to know the present working directory. Okay,
Yeah.
let's create some of the directories and files. Dir day2. Let's create a file. I'm using cat option to create a file. Let's name it as day2 for Unix.txt. Extension doesn't matter. You can put any extension, even ABC also you can put. Now let me put something here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take 4 columns. First column, put this first name, last name, city, and country. Second name. What's your last name? Can you spell?
Prasad.
AR.
P for Pune. Prasad.
Okay.
Prasad. Shiva Prasad.
Okay.
Prasad. Chennai.
Let's take third name as well. Or he's also from Chennai, India. Let's take another name. India. Now, in my previous session also I told, if you're using this cat command to create a file, once you put all your content, you need to use Control D to save the file. Okay, let's see the content of this day2.
Control
We
D
have two things.
will save the content.
No, to save the content. Like for
Save.
example, whenever you open any notepad, like suppose if I have opened this sheet.
So we need to enter control.
WPS, WPS. Control A. Suppose you have written some content. Hi, I think the values are not coming. A, cross check. That is not coming properly. Present new one. Enter reading mode. Start insert. Okay. Let's so suppose I have written something. Hi friends. This is second day of Unix. And below are the participants list. Suppose I have written this command, this values in this file, in this document. Now I need to save this document. So for that, what you do is you will press Control S, right, to save
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Similarly, in Unix, whenever you're using cat command to create a file, whenever you're using cat command to create a file, so for that, you need to use this cat, then this redirection sign and the file name. Okay. And once you have done this, you need to write the contents there. Like for example, Akash, Shiva, Nirmal. I've written three things. Now I want to save this file. Whatever the contents which I have written over here, I need to save this. So if this is in the GUI format, like the documents, if it is in Word format or Notepad, we'll press Control D. Sorry, Control S to save this, right?
Yes.
And in Unix, we'll use Control D option to save this, to save the contents basically. Now, if I want to view the contents, the Flipkart one है. Day 2. One second, Shiva. One second. This is the file number. Day 2 underscore Unix underscore dot txtc. So these are the contents which I have added in this, right? So
Yes.
this is how you'll create the file using the cat command. And whenever you want to save the contents, you'll give Control D option. Now, if I want to append some other names also in the same file, so for that, what you can do is you need to write this cat. Then you need to give double redirection day to unix.txt c. Now I'll put another name, enter, and I'll press Control D. So when I see the values, this. So if you see it here, this has appended after Nimble. It's not after because I have not pressed the enter button, enter key. I just have written the name. That's why it has appended after this Nimble. Here. Now I was talking about this pwd command, and I have created one directory, day 2. Okay. Inside this, I'll create one file using this cat command. Or what I'll do is I already have created one file here. If you see day 2, this one. So what I'll do is I'll copy this file to this directory. Okay. Let me clear the screen first. ls-l. Okay. So this is the file this one day2 unix.txt. I'll copy this file to day2. And I am in which directory? Basically, I am in user directory. So from here also I can copy by giving the absolute path. So cp I want to copy under day2 directory. So instead of giving the absolute, I can give the relative path also, because this directory is under user. So I'll put this day2. Then after that, sorry, the file is in this now. So I'll just unix.txt. I'm copying this file to day2 designation. Okay, let me open day2. See the ls. So we have this file now. Let me change the directory using the cd command. Or we are already here, right? So I'll use this pwd command. pwd. Okay. Now I for the base command now, base command, what it does is I'll tell you the generic format first. generic syntax. Suffix. So what does it mean? So base command, what it does is it will give you the output, like whatever is written after this means the last slash will get that output. For example, if I use this pwd command for this base name, I'll get only day2 and the rest of the things will get truncated. Means the home and the user will get truncated and you'll get the day2 output on the screen. Okay. So let me put you in this way. Base name. This is a general syntax. Let me write one more time so that will be easy for you. Suffix. So if I put base name home user, then after that day2. So the output which we are expecting is day2. Press enter. So you'll get only day2. Now, if the file is also there, close the file name day2 underscore Unix dot txt. So this time, if you see here, I have added another slash. So I'll get only day2 underscore Unix dot txt, and rest of the things will get truncated.
So
So if you
we
see
will get,
here, yeah,
yes,
tell
yes.
me, Shiva.
So if we use base command, so it will give the output of day to unix.text, right?
Correct. So this is the output, right? Day2 underscore Unix dot txt. Basically, base command, what it does is it will truncate the last slash data, like whatever data is written before the last slash. It will get truncated, and after the slash, data will get displayed over your screen.
So will it get day to unix.text information?
Yeah, this is the file name which I have given.
Yes. So will it? So if I want to cat that, if we want to read that, so what base command will do that? I mean, output in the sense.
Means means where you will going to use this command. That was your question, right?
Yes, exactly.
Use cases. Yeah. Those things I'll tell you. First, we'll see all the options. Then I'll tell you the use cases of this.
Sure.
Okay. Suppose if I want the file name without txt. So for uh for for that you want only day2 underscore Unix, but I don't want the extension like .txt. I don't want. So for that, what I'll do is I'll use the second option suffix. So I'll put .txt. So whenever I do that, so this .txt will get erased from day2 underscore Unix. So you'll get only day2 underscore Unix now. Okay. Suppose I want to remove Unix also. So you'll get only day2 underscore.
Okay.
So this is how your base name command will work. And there are lot of usage in the shell scripting for this command, base name command. So there are scenarios where we want only the file name. Okay, let me give you some more good examples where you can relate. ls-l. When I put this, I'll get these things. First is the permission, then the link, then user group, then the byte, then February month, 12th time. This is the last modification date basically, and the file name will get. Now, If I want to see the contents of day 2, basically we'll see the contents of user. What are the files and directories are there in the user? I can directly use ls-l and I can give the absolute path.
Okay.
Okay. Now coming back to this base name command, where we can use in the Unix shell scripting. Clear. Sometimes we get we need to write a script where we have to take the file names of the, suppose this is the, like suppose I want to take the file names, whatever the file names are there in this directory. Okay. Here you can see this absolute path is not coming, but there are some other commands like find command and all where you'll get, suppose if I use this command, home user, so I'll get this kind of output where I will get the directory name, the entire, which is starts from your root, then the subdirectories, and whatever directories or folders or files are present in that folder. So those kind of things we will get. So in Unix shell scripting, we have we you sometimes we'll get the requirements like where we want only the file names. So for that, we'll use this command base name. So our present directory, working directory is home/user/day2. So if I give pwd command over here, this is the actual thing which I have used in my Unix shell scripting. I want to get the base name. I mean the last slash. I mean the directory name basically in which folder I am present. Only the folder name I want. So for that purpose, I've used this.
And Akash, so do we have any session for today after 6, 7, 8, 9?